Hi and welcome to a new episode of Crochet Along with me. I'm Andrea and I'm the designer and video creator here on the Yarnandy channel and on the Yarnandy website. And every month I film an update with what's been happening, what I've finished, and what's upcoming for the next month or for the rest of the year. This is the March episode and I don't have any finished objects to show you. And also I forgot my phone at home, so I can't do the usual reading of the comment from last month. I will insert here a clip with me reading a comment from last month's vlog at home.
On last month's vlog episode, Omanita commented, "Oh yes, do put them on the sleeves as well. 3 heart emojis. Your work is so beautiful. Your designs are incredible." 3 heart emojis. Thank you, Omanita. And I see you also like mushrooms.
Since I forgot my phone and I don't have a way to use the microphone, which I did not forget to bring, if I need to, I will do some voiceovers for any parts of this video that are not audible because of the noises that are around. There are some cars and a big machine doing some work in the back. So I invite you to pick up your project and your favorite hook and join me for the next 40 minutes or so while I share with you what's been happening. As you can see, it's a very sunny day and I am filming outside. I kind of stopped filming outside a while ago because it was too difficult for me, and while it's still an effort to come out here and then realize that I forgot my phone to use for a microphone, it's still nice to come out in nature and do this out here. So I mentioned that I don't have any finished objects, but I'm very close to finishing I'm very close to finishing one project that I'm just working on now. You've seen this one before. This is the cardigan with bees. So we have the sleeves finished. One of them is seamed up and the other one is not seamed up yet, so it's still open. And now I'm working on the bottom edge of the cardigan. And I will add here a non-curling section. It will not be made up of ribbing, but just like I did for the sleeves, it will be a section of reverse stitches, and this doesn't curl much. Maybe after I block it, it will not curl at all, and it's just an easier way to use up the gradient yarn that I used here. So the purple that you see is hand dyed by me, and if I were to add ribbing on the bottom all around this very white project, then I would go from a dark purple on one end here to a very light purple somewhere here and then back to dark purple. I'm just working top down in a reverse stitch, and that's what it will be. Right now I'm finishing the last 2 rows of simple stitches and then I will start the reverse stitches. So as you can see, this is almost finished, and I wanted to finish it for this vlog, but I couldn't. So it is what it is. Once I finish this row, I will show you what it looks like on me with the one finished sleeve. I also brought the shawl to show you the difference between the bees on here and the bees on the shawl. In the shawl, the bees are made with the yellow on the dark background, and here we have the bees with purple on a light background. So I wanted them to have a little bit of difference, so they would not be the same pattern, even though the bees themselves are the same. So these two will be a kind of a set of patterns once I write them up. I'm excited to start writing this one up so we can start testing it, and also this one. Another project that you've seen before in progress is the very lacy, very big cardigan that I'm making with a similar construction as the capelets that I've made before. So this is the front, this is the second front, and we have the back. And if I open it up like this, you can see the whole thing. So it's like a giant shawl, except it has armholes, and then I will create the sleeves. And the sleeves will be 2 of these panels. So they will be like this, one sleeve starting from here. So quite big and loose. I finished the body for this a few days ago, and I haven't started on the sleeves yet because I wanted to finish this one first and then write it up and have it done. So this is very loose, very floofy. It's not supposed to be form-fitting or anything like that. It's just pleasant to wear. And of course, when the sleeves will be added, it will be very impractical for chores, but you're not supposed to wear it while doing chores. Maybe wear it while crocheting on the couch or something, while going out for a walk. The point is, for this pattern, for this project, to make you feel good and for it to be fun. So that's the purpose of this, nothing else. Make you feel like a princess if you want to. Right now the ends are still not woven in because I usually do that at the end. After I finish seaming up the sleeves, I will weave in the ends, and maybe I will create some ties with I-cord. I've seen that's something you can do, and I think I would like that, at least one here and one maybe at the neckline. So the plan for next month is to finish the sleeves for this one, and then we'll see when I write it up and get it tested. If anyone is interested in testing it, it will be quite an easy test because there is no fit, no place to fit it. So I think all sizes will have some loose fitting here at the upper chest. So I will go by the upper chest measurement and the bicep measurement to decide where to divide for the sleeves for all the sizes. And another project that you've seen, last time it was just a small bit, now the yoke is complete, and I haven't actually tried it on, but it should fit because it's knitting, and knitting is more elastic than crochet or Tunisian crochet. So I can't try it on now because the needle and the cable is a bit too short for my torso, but you can see it looks nice. It will stretch out some once I wash it. Right now it's just scrunched up as wool likes to do. So I am working on the short rows for the bust shaping. There's a bit of bust shaping for the full bust so that the front doesn't ride up when you wear this. And after that it's just stockinette. So I will be able to work on it in the evenings when I just need something mindless to work on. But right now I need to count, and so it's not good for working on the camera. One thing that I learned from this project is that you can add full rows at the back of a round yoke. If you don't have any color work or stuff like that that gets interrupted from the yoke to the body, you can add just a section of rows, and then that lifts the back of the neck so that the front of the neck goes down a bit, and it's more comfortable to wear when you finish the garment. So I tried to do that with a new project in Tunisian crochet. I wanted to see what it looks like if I do that. Had I known about that, I would have done it here as well. But I didn't know that it was possible. I didn't even know it was an option. So I will show you a very big fail of mine. So I got this mohair. It's a mix of mohair, wool and acrylic. It's from Alizé. I will put the name on the video here. Fluffy. I wanted to make something extremely fluffy, just like one of these, but much faster to make and much lighter to wear. So I made a swatch with a 7mm hook, right? And I counted, and I got 15 stitches by 14 rows. So I top-down round yoke cardigan with these numbers, and then I started working on my size so that I would be able to quickly start testing on this pattern. And this is what I have so far. I want to use it inside out because it's so fluffy on the wrong side. As you can see, it's super fluffy, and I want this to be the outside. So where you have the reverse stitches, similar to reverse stitches, it's much fluffier than on the simple stitch side, as you can see here. So I worked all the way until the separation of the sleeves. As you can see, I added some stitches at the underarm and skipped the sleeves, and I even added the extra rows at the back. I added 4 rows here, and I even created a method through which you can also do this without altering the size of the finished armhole. If you don't mind a bit of extra ease, then you just work normally and add as many stitches as you need, rows, extra rows. Yeah, that's for the future. I've been learning a lot from this, so if I put it on, can you notice anything? I look like a warrior. Huge shoulders here. So I failed. The stitch count here, the gauge is 13 stitches to, I don't know how many rows because I haven't counted the rows yet, but still, it's 2 stitches per 10 centimeters. It's huge because all around here I have 110 centimeters just for the body, and plus the sleeves, it ends up a huge difference. And as you can see, it's here, it's all up here. I need to make this disappear, so I redid the numbers, which was so easy because once you have the spreadsheet with all the numbers and all the calculations, you just change the gauge and then you have the new pattern. So I will have to frog this entire thing and restart, but I don't think I will reuse this yarn for this project. I will use another chunky yarn. I mean, not chunky, this is not chunky, but AK weight, let's call it. But it's fluffy, so I will... Initially I thought I should either make a round yoke cardigan or a bottom up cardigan like I usually do, like I usually make the sweaters, with a modified drop shoulder, and I decided against it. I decided to make the round yoke one, and apparently I messed up a lot. So I will undo this. I still have this much. I started with 400 grams of this yarn, and I don't know why I just chose 400. I thought it would be maybe lighter because it's so fluffy, and I might go up a hook size and make it extra fluffy. and then I will make a cardigan with it, and I will use the other pattern, the round yoke one, for another yarn where I know that the gauge is stable and doesn't grow by 2 stitches when I start working on the big project. So check your gauge. Even after you make a gauge swatch and you wash it, just check your gauge, because things can change. I don't know exactly why, but they do. So as excited as I was to start this and to finish it in a few days, oops. So yeah, it is what it is. So let me finish this row, and then I will show you what this cardigan looks like without washing or steaming or anything for now, because yeah, it's not finished. We're talking about plans for the next month. I did finish writing up the round yoke t-shirt top, summer top, in regular crochet, the one that I showed you last month, and it took me the whole month to do the grading for that one and to write up the pattern. The grading itself was not that difficult. I mean, the spreadsheet is easy to create and to do all the calculations. What's more difficult is writing it all up in a way that is easy to follow and easy to understand when you have the pattern in front of you, because when you buy a PDF pattern, you don't actually get the grading spreadsheet. I wish you did, because then I would learn how to grade better, but you don't. And anyway, the spreadsheet itself doesn't make so much sense if you're not the one creating it, even though you write up all the descriptions for each thing. It takes a lot of work to understand what's written in that spreadsheet. So what's important for me when I write a pattern is to make it easy for an individual to read what they need for themselves, and then just go to town, you know, just start a project, and to have it succeed without doing a lot of decision making, without a lot of thinking needed. You know, just make a swatch, get your gauge, and then just start, and finally end up with something that fits well, looks nice. And for that, it was difficult to get this pattern to fit on all the sizes, all the measurements that I decided to grade for, which is the maximum range, because I tried to get the patterns as size inclusive as possible, and keeping in mind that some things don't scale the same. So the necklines, they grow a little to have a nice distance from the neck, and the armholes, they grow more than in other commercial patterns because I have large arms and most patterns just consider that my size of arm should be somewhere 5 sizes above mine. So if you have very thin arms and you have a larger upper bust, then maybe don't increase as much for the sleeves, this area. But I know that when you gain weight, your arms also thicken, so that's an important thing to keep in mind. And also, I graded to the upper bust, so this measurement here, right where the armhole is, where the underarm starts. So it's not at the full bust. The full bust can have a different measurement for different people. And I read while researching round yokes that it's better to work towards the upper bust measurement, and then you can create the shaping for the full bust. So you can add more stitches. You can do vertical darts. What we call vertical darts are actually increases in this area. So you create more space for the bust, or you can create horizontal darts like you do with short row shaping in knitting. In this example that I showed you, where you create an extra piece of fabric that starts here, increases, goes across the bust, and then goes back down. It decreases to a point. So you add an extra piece of fabric here. In crochet you can't really do that, because then you would have to either work with short rows, which are very visible because you're starting with a slip stitch and then single crochet, half double crochet. If you want an intermediary, you can do extended half double crochet, double crochet, and so on, and then you have to slip stitch to the beginning of the next short row, and it's just not, I don't know, I don't think it's a good solution to adding this volume in the front. So my solution was to just increase here, and then if you want waist shaping, you can start to decrease after the apex. So you make a few rows with all the stitches, and then you decrease. And then for the hips, you also increase to create this fabric that fits around your body. Or if you don't want to, you just increase to the maximum size and then just go straight down for nice and drape, so it just covers everything. I put all of these options in the pattern, and this part was the easy part. Figuring out how to write up all the instructions for the different yokes, that was the difficult part, and I'm happy that I got through it. And the only way that I did was by starting this project and doing the grading for it, and all of that stuff helped me to think through the more complicated yoke that is in the regular crochet pattern. So if you haven't opened your email for this week yet, do it, because you have 1 week to sign up to test if you're interested in testing that one, and we will have 2 months of testing. If you need more time, just let me know. I will put the link for testing in the description as well, just so that everyone is on the same page. And if you know people who crochet and who want to have a summer top with a round yoke, let them know about the testing call. This is what the cardigan looks like on. Of course I need to seam this and finish the bottom edge, but for now this is what we have. It's not as loose as I had initially planned. It just fits. It has 2 centimeters here. My arms just keep changing in width, so it is what it is. I left the bottom edge here a bit loose, so that it's easy to just pull the sleeve up when I need to do the dishes or stuff like that. Usually my handmade cardigans have a tight cuff here, so it's difficult to pull it up on the arm, so this should help. And it also has a different look from the other garments that I've made, so I like it. As you can see, this will hit at maybe mid-hip, like this, when I finish the ribbing. Well, it's not the ribbing, the reverse stitch edge here. Yep. And now it's too warm for me to be wearing this out in the sun, so I hope you sign up to test if you're interested in that, for regular crochet or Tunisian crochet summer tops that they're coming up next. I thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, you might enjoy the previous ones if you haven't seen those. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!